What's up, y'all? It's Nappy-headed Shelly back with another video, here to tell you tips on life. Alright, y'all. Most of y'all don't know nothing about Nappy-headed Shelly, but Nappy-headed Shelly is going to be the one to give y'all tips about life. So today's video, we will be talking about your punani. So, women, all women, men, and men, women. I need to tell y'all how to take care of your vagina and things that are coming that people think aren't coming. Number one, because we got to start with this. Number one, a common misconception is that you wash your vagina with soap. I've seen too many posts saying wash your vagina with water, and the folks commenting under that like, ew, disgusting, y'all vagina stink. No, baby, yours stinks because you wash that vajayjay with soap. And now it's gonna build up yeast. And it's gonna become a yeast infection, which is gonna cause an odor. Not the regular odor, because a vagina always has an odor. But it's going to cause a yeast infection, if not worse. You don't want no urinary tract infection for putting soap in your vagina. But I say that to say this. When we say you don't wash your vagina with soap, what we mean is that you do not go into the hole or above, just like, your hole right here, don't go like this, trying to just wipe it. We're not saying go in, and we're not saying go over like this. We're saying either one of these or this is wrong. But you do have lips, which would be right here. Lips, which do accumulate dirt and and sweat that can build up. Lips need to be cleaned. The little crevices right here need to be cleaned. Your skin around it needs to be cleaned and exfoliated. And moisturized. Your pubic hair region, that is not your vagina, that is your pubic hair region, needs to be cleaned with soap, exfoliated, and moisturized. Another common misconception, your vagina is not going to look like a porn star. Most people's don't. I'm not saying that yours just doesn't, but most people's do not. Okay? Most people's don't look like a porn star. Most people get okay, my bad. Most people get ingrown hairs, which are very annoying, and it can cause your vagina to have scars. And I'm just gonna put it out there. There's nothing wrong with your vagina if you get ingrown hairs. There's nothing wrong with your vagina if you have scarring from ingrown hairs. There's nothing wrong with it. Your punani is still going to get wet like the next girls, okay? It's still going to get wet. A guy's still going to stick his dingling in it, okay? Regardless of what they say on the internet, they're still going to stick their dingling in it, period, okay? Period. But to get rid of the ingrown hairs, you would try to change your shaving techniques. Make sure you're going, I don't even know which way it is, if it's against or, I don't even know. I'm gonna have to see. But just make sure you're shaving in the right direction. You need to make sure that you're exfoliating that skin, because that skin, it doesn't get cleaned as well. And it just doesn't get cleaned as well because it's put up all day. I'm not saying like, you know what I mean? Like, it's in clothing most of the day. It's in clothing, and it's building up sweat. It's building up sweat and dead skin and all types of stuff. You have to exfoliate, especially if it's like warmer outside. When it's warmer outside, you're going to sweat way more. Your vagina sweats. All your skin sweats. And that sweat buildup can cause so many different problems, especially ingrown hairs, okay? So, and an ingrown hair is just when the hair starts to curl back into the skin. So it comes out the roots and it curls back in. So both the beginning and the end are into your skin, and it's really easy to get to pull them out. Honestly, one of the best things you want to do is to get some tweezers, sterilize them with some alcohol, and literally just pop the hair back out. Pull the hair out. It does not hurt. It takes like 2 seconds. That skin is stronger. Now, the skin closer to your thighs, where your thighs curl in at, that might have a little sting to it, but the top skin is stronger than you think it is. It's not going to hurt like that. But just make sure you're exfoliating and moisturizing. And I just realized I wasn't moisturizing, and my skin had got really dry, like really dry down there, and I started using aloe vera gel to moisturize. Just make sure you're very careful and you don't get it inside your vagina, because you do not want that inside your vagina. Okay? Because you don't want any type of thing to be entering your vagina that's not supposed to be entering it. So with that being said, on to number 3. Number 3, you do not need, and let me repeat this, because I cannot stress this enough. You do not need any type of smell good stuff for your vagina. You do not need no sprays. You do not need no wash, feminine wash. You do not need to douche. You do not need to do none of that, okay? None of that. Your vagina will smell like a vagina, okay? It's not the best smell. I mean, I don't think vagina just smells good, but it doesn't stink. It will start to stink once you start to use these other things on your vagina. No spray, no nothing. Now, with that being said, I do, before I go out, when I spray my perfume, I and I up down there, but like not down there, but just in the area, you know, just making sure, you know, when you open your legs, it's a little cherry blossom. You know what I'm saying? You don't put it in your, like, you know, not the feminine spray, spraying in your vagina, stuff like that, you know, but of course, just like anything else, you just spray perfume around. You will smell fine. You will smell fine, okay? On to number 4. When on period, when you are on your period, let me tell y'all something. You might not think people can smell you. You might not think that a few drops of blood on your pad smells like anything. But baby, people smell you. They smell you. They smell you. I can't stress it enough. And if people smell you, you smell you. You might be immune to it by now because you didn't did it so much. But if somebody else smells you, you smelled you first. You smell you before other people smell you. So that means you have time to correct yourself before somebody else smells you. That's all I'm going to say. Because you need to be changing those pads. You need to be changing those tampons. You do not need to leave them in for more than 4 hours. You need to be swapping them out. Even if you pull the tampon out and it just had a few drops, or even if you check your pad and it don't got a few drops, you still need to change it because it starts to smell. It has a bunch of different odors on it coming from your vagina, especially during the time of your period. You see what I'm saying? Like, you have to change it. And that's when you're on your period, that's the time you have to upkeep yourself the most. You need to shower properly. You might have to take a little extra shower here and there. You might have to. That's fine. It's fine to have to take another shower here, shower there. Okay? You might have to do a little wash up. Okay? But you need to be changing those things because you do not want you don't want nobody to smell you. And you just don't want, I mean, come on, y'all. Y'all know it's not good to keep, to be sitting in blood anyways. So y'all need to be changing it and changing it and changing it. Okay? Don't wear that same one. Put on another one when you go to the bathroom. Okay? You go get in the pool. When you get out the pool, change it. Okay? Okay. I'm just making sure y'all know that. So number 5. Okay. Another misconception. Baby, let me tell y'all something. Everybody's vagina lips are not the same size. Okay? I know y'all done seen pictures of people's vagina that they ain't even got no lips. Okay? It's just the inside. You know, it's flat like this. And it's just a hole. It's just a hole there. But me, I got a little hang time there. Okay? Everybody's vagina lips are not the same size. It does not make your vagina any less wet, any less appealing. Okay? It's just the way you're made. Okay, boo? It's just the way you're made. And to touch on what I said earlier, about the scarring and stuff, everybody's vagina is not the same color as the rest of their body. It gets darker. It has hyperpigmentation. It's enclosed all the time, so that friction causes the skin to darken. Okay, it causes the skin to darken. There's ways to lighten it, but at the same time, you don't have to do that. It's natural. It's nothing that you did wrong. Everybody's vagina is not the same color as their regular skin. Okay, because it's just the same as your face not being the same color as your chest, or your neck not being the same color as your face. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's vagina is not the same. Stop looking at these porn stars and stop letting these dudes tell y'all that your vagina is supposed to look a certain way. It's not supposed to look a certain way. Okay? On to number 6. You do not have to shave nothing that you do not want to shave. You don't have to shave nothing. A nigga still gonna eat, beat, meat, whatever you pull out. Okay? You don't have to shave nothing. Hair is natural. I'm tired of people acting like people having hair on their vagina is not natural. It's natural. If you want to shave it, then you shave it. Okay? At some point in time, I'm not saying like I never shave. Actually, I don't shave anymore. But at some point in time, I don't just shave every week. I don't shave every 2 weeks. Okay? I shave when I feel like shaving. I do not believe I have to, like, first of all, when you got a boyfriend or a husband or whatever, they don't care. And even if you don't got a boyfriend or a husband, most of the time they don't really even be caring, okay? But second of all, the hair does get annoying sometimes. It gets to a certain length, it gets annoying. It's, you want to get rid of it. But don't think for you to be able to have sex with somebody or for you to be like clean or whatever, you have to shave. You don't have to. You're still clean. You're still fuckable. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not something you have to do. You shave when you feel comfortable. Not when a nigga tell you to, and not when a bitch on fucking Facebook or something tell you to. You shave when you feel like it. Okay? Same thing goes for arms, legs, underarms, whatever. You shave when you feel like it. Although you might be a little embarrassed, you go up and it's a little bush there. But I ain't shaved it, so it's a little stubble there, and I don't care. I still raise my arms like it ain't nothing. Okay? Okay? Number 7. So this is more about sex and who you have sex with. So you can be doing everything right. You can do everything right. You can be moisturized, doing whatever, making sure, all this other stuff. Sleeping with no underwear on, letting the air out, wearing cotton underwear. You can do all these things right. But if you have sex with somebody who does not shower enough or isn't as clean as you, because look, let me tell y'all something. These boys do not be bathing, okay? They don't bathe. Don't get it confused. They don't bathe, okay? So if he been sweating all day or whatever, he just came from the gym and he wanna with you, you need to say no, because that bacteria can cause you to have bacteria and it can throw your pH balance off. And once that pH balance is thrown off, you are okay, you have an odor coming now, or you have a yeast infection coming now. Once that pH balance is thrown off, baby, it's a couple ways to get it back on track. Of course, your vagina always gonna bounce back, but I'm just saying, to avoid that from happening, make sure they're keeping their hygiene up too. The people you have intercourse with needs to be keeping their hygiene up too, and that goes for oral and what's the other word? I don't know. Oral and regular sex, because I can't even think of the word. Anyways, that goes for both of them. Make sure both of y'all are keeping y'all hygiene up, because y'all both can affect each other. Just like you can affect him, he can affect you. Just make sure y'all both keeping y'all hygiene up. Number 8, not worry, but you do need to think about the type of clothes that you wear. I wear tight clothing. It's not like it's normal. I wear tight, not tight, like skin tight or nothing, but I do wear stuff that fits to my body. But when people say tight clothing, don't think it means too small clothing, okay? Clothing that's too small for you. It does mean that. Clothing are too small for you, but it also means just clothes that fit you well. Things that are snug to your body. When clothing are snug to your body, of course, it causes sweat, but also causes friction. And so, like I said earlier, friction does cause discoloration, which is why most people's vagina does get discolored and stuff like that. And so you want to have enough room for your vagina to be able to breathe. And if you are wearing those type, something that's a little tight, make sure you're not wearing it all day. And also make sure you're wearing cotton underwear. Of course, I'm sure everybody owns some type of lace or some type of spandex type material stuff, but you need cotton. Cotton is what's going to absorb that sweat for you, okay? So you do need to be wearing that. But also, at the same time, underwear is not necessary all the time. Sometimes just let it breathe, especially when you're sleeping. When you're sleeping, let it breathe. Let it breathe. Let it breathe. Let it breathe. It will not hurt you, okay? No, to go with no underwear for a day. As long as you're wearing some type of loose fitting clothing, you can go, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just okay. Like I said, it's okay to let it breathe sometimes. Like, whoo child, y'all need to start letting that thing breathe, okay? Number 9. People are gonna kill me for this one. But for younger girls that are just not having sex, or for older, you know what I'm saying? Let me tell y'all something. This is hilarious. You're not gonna orgasm every time. And you might find yourself faking it. When you're having sex with somebody, it is important to communicate what you like and what you do not like. Okay, it is important for you to orgasm. It's healthy for you. And I'm not saying with sex, you can do it yourself. Okay, you can do it without fingering yourself, without insertion. Okay, you can do it. It's good for you. But this is a misconception about sex. A lot of women, and this is actually statistical. Let me look this up. About 75% of women never reach an orgasm from intercourse alone. And most of the time, that's all these niggas want. They want intercourse with you, okay? After they get that little thing off, baby, they're done with you. Now, that's with these boys. Most men will try to satisfy you, but even then, it's very hard. It's harder to get an orgasm than people try to make it seem, okay? Especially with younger males. Like, they usually don't know what they're doing. They're really just trying to please themselves. They're not trying to please you. So whenever you start having sex or something, don't think it's weird or you're broken or anything. Like this thing just said, 75% of all women never reach an orgasm. Never, when they're having sex. Okay? But let me tell y'all something. By yourself, you'll reach it in like 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I promise y'all. Give it a shot. Give it a shot. Number 10, the click clack. So, ooh. I heard a bump right there. Anyways, number 10. So, this is actually a fact that your clit is more sensitive than a penis and more receptive than a penis. Okay? People try to compare like your clit is like a tip of it's like the tip of a penis, but it's actually more sensitive than a penis, which is why what I said before, you can just by rubbing it and like being horny in the mindset, you know what I'm saying, just by rubbing it, come in 2 minutes. Your clit is way more sensitive than a penis. With that being said, why is it so hard for dudes to be able to get you off? I don't know. Baby, I don't have the answers to everything. Nappy-headed Shelly only have the answers to some things. Okay? I don't know. But with that being said, you can please yourself. You do not need a man to please you. But of course, it feels better when it's not just you. It feels less disgusting when it's like with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? But just for people who haven't had sex yet, those are like, you know what I'm saying? Those are some things to keep in mind too. Like, sex is not it's all hyped up to be, and it's not something, this great thing that you just have to have in a relationship. It's for a relationship to be able to work. It's not. You know what I'm saying? I just want people to understand that, and I want them to understand the importance of upkeeping their vaginas, and the importance that their vagina, just because their vagina doesn't look like the next girl, does not mean there's anything, does not mean there's anything wrong with you, okay? And for those of y'all wondering what I exfoliate my vagina with, this stuff. I found it on Twitter. Works like a god. I'm telling y'all. But look, y'all stay clean. Y'all stay with clean people. Y'all stay educated, and y'all stay subscribed. Like, comment, subscribe. Comment below. Nappy-headed Shelly is out of this thing. Goodbye.